What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan, and we're going to talk about how Aniracetam can be stacked with many things, and there are endless stacking strategies with Aniracetam. I'm going to read you one from the Nootropics Stack for the Business Professional. It's one of our powerful nootropic books. But if you were new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Check us out on the web at livecortex.com, at livecortex.com/blog, on Facebook at facebook.com/cortexstacks. My own personal Facebook page is facebook.com/Ryan Michael Ballo. 6 powerful products support this broadcast. Here they are. Elite level nootropic products. All right, number one, the Cortex stack. We got our own stack. It's called Cortex. It is strong. Very powerful pre-made stack. It's the kind of stack that we built to turn on motivation, speed of processing, mental energy, productive drive, the will to want to live life, the will to want to get work done. If you want to turn into a beast, just buy a bottle of Cortex. I think you're going to love it. Livecortex.com, get you a bottle of what's being called the only pre-made stack that works. We've got 5 digital nootropics books that give you powerful nootropic stacks that's ingredient quantities have been worked out already and that are strong and exceptionally powerful. I'm going to read you from one of them here in a bit. Get them at livecortex.com. Get all that good nootropic stuff at livecortex.com. And so let me just set the preface here. Aniracetam, this AMPA receptor, cholinergic modulating nootropic compound that's stimulatory, improves working memory. For a lot of people, improves focus capacity. For some people, improves creativity. For some people, it's an interesting compound to take and people watch because you can absorb a lot more information with Aniracetam. That's the standout effect for me, which is why it's so good in a business context for me, which is why I've been taking Aniracetam for such a long time, why I like it a lot. But it's a versatile compound, meaning that you can take it by itself and it does a bunch of great things, but you can also stack it with a lot of things. I'm going to read from you from one of the books that we wrote, the nootropics books we wrote, which is digital and downloadable. You can get it at livecortex.com. You can get this book right now. It's cheap. I think right now it's 28 bucks or something. And you can use the coupon code 5, F-I-V-E. That'll take $5 off of it. It's called the Nootropics Stack for the Business Professional, and we're in the Aniracetam section. And I'm going to read, apart from it, then I'm going to give you a stack of stacking Aniracetam with a bunch of cool stuff to get a pretty synergistic nootropic effect. Here it goes. Section 3, Aniracetam nootropic stacks for the business professional. And by the way, this book is like anybody can get any benefit from it. It's for business people particularly because the stacks inside are targeted toward that kind of brain function. But even if you're not a business person, you can get good brain performance from these stacks. Aniracetam is another powerful racetam nootropic compound that turns up the amperage of speed of mental processing, mental energy, and motivation to get work done. It is widely used by entrepreneurs around the planet, like the famous Bulletproof Coffee guy, Dave Asprey, and is a predictably effective nootropic for facilitating business productivity. Aniracetam basic breakdown. Aniracetam is a racetam nootropic compound that improves the signaling of the neurotransmitters acetylcholine and glutamate. It is widely studied, safe to use, and predictably effective. Primarily, Aniracetam works as a stimulant and drives the brain to want to get things done. For some, it will induce okay, fuckhead! For some, it will induce focus. But for most people, Aniracetam turns up the kind of brain function that drives people to want to be productive. All right, so we're going to skip around. We're going to go right to the stack. That was just a primer on Aniracetam, and that's how I think about Aniracetam, as all those things, right? It puts it in a different frame. This is the stack. This is a powerful stack just to give folks an idea of the versatility of Aniracetam and what you can stack it with to get a great brain performance benefit, and particularly what we're going to stack it with in this stack. Here it goes. 400 milligrams Aniracetam, 10 milligrams sublingual Coluracetam, 200 milligrams alpha GPC, 200 milligrams L-tyrosine, 25 milligrams Theacrine. Okay, talk about nootropics methodology. We infused a lot of nootropics methodology that stacks things in very particular quantities in that stack. This stack will be both stimulatory and focus inducing. Tyrosine and Theacrine stack incredibly well with Aniracetam for mental stimulation. And Coluracetam, which is a racetam that improves the way that your brain takes choline and converts it to acetylcholine. It's a process. It's called high affinity choline uptake, and Coluracetam basically demonstratively improves that process. Coluracetam helps bring in that extra memory and processing power. Incredible stack for 2 to 3 hours of hard brain work. Okay, so what does that demonstrate? It demonstrates that Aniracetam is, first of all, a great compound for working memory and just putting your brain in a place where you can be stimulated and get work done. But it's so versatile. It can stack with tyrosine, it can stack with theacrine, it stacks with coluracetam, and of course it stacks with alpha-GPC, the choline source providing the choline so that Aniracetam can burn extra acetylcholine because that's one of its mechanisms. It does that in the hippocampus of the brain. Okay, so take that stack, use that stack, but most importantly, see how we dose things out. The Aniracetam is only 400 milligram quantities, and that's because we've got 10 milligrams sublingual coluracetam in there, right? We've got 25 milligrams theacrine, 200 or so milligrams L-tyrosine. We've got our alpha-GPC in there. That is a powerful stack, and Aniracetam should not be underrated for processing capacity and business productivity. For that book, if you want to buy that book, because we've got many, there's actually 99 other stacks of that caliber in that book. It's called The Nootropics Stack for the Business Professional, The Nootropics Stack for the Business Professional. Get it at livecortex.com. Guys, remember the Cortex Stack. We're not running any specials anymore on the Cortex Stack, but the Cortex Stack is an exceptionally powerful, strong nootropic stack. I mean, look, I'm the guy that wrote that book, and we wrote 4 other nootropics books, the ones that are most widely read around the world. I wrote those books, and I've been taking 10 years to experiment with nootropics, and so that same type of methodology and experimentation and know-how about putting stacks together, we put in a pre-made stack. It's called Cortex. It's strong. It does its job. Get it at livecortex.com. We'll explain all our products here in a second. Thanks for being with me. Thanks for watching. What's up, everybody? Ryan Michael Balla here. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Look, we've got, as it stands, 5 primary products that I want to just explain to you. You heard us mention them during the video, so I'm going to break them down. Number 1, from left to right, the Cortex Nootropic Stack. This is a cognitive enhancement stack that you really want to take to turn the lights on. Just to give you an idea, hardcore business folks that require 18 to 20 hours of brain function, take the Cortex Stack. That's what we initially designed it for, but then everybody in the nootropic sphere loved it. Verbal fluency, speed of processing, motivation, drive to want to work. That's what the Cortex Stack does. Moving right along, the Aniracetam guide there, that is called the Beginner's Guide to Aniracetam, breaks down 25 powerful Aniracetam stacks, shows you how to use Aniracetam. It's essentially the everything guide to Aniracetam. Long demanded, folks asked us for it, we delivered. It is fully digital, lots of powerful stacks. And then there's the Nootropic Stack for the business professional. That's basically 100, right around 100 powerful uridine, modafinil, theacrine, Aniracetam, oxiracetam, phenylpiracetam, Alcar stacks for business situations, for the type of brain states that business folks need for sustained performance. Next is the Racetam God Guide. That is a high-level every Racetam guide, digital guide. We've got all the major Racetams with accompanying focus stacks and memory stacks and speed of processing stacks. In that Racetam. There's 8 major nootropic Racetams, and that guide explains all of them and accompanying stacks. Then there's the Noopept Pro Stack List. The Noopept Pro Stack List is a digital guide that explains oral, so just taking it by mouth, sublingual, taking it under the tongue, and then intranasal, spraying Noopept nasal spray in your nose, stacks. It's just a bunch of stacks, a giant stack list of Noopept stacks that are highly effective, pro-level, specific brain state inducing type of Noopept stacks. That thing has been a hit out there with the market. And then last, there's Smarter, Better, Faster. Smarter, Better, Faster is the all-around, everything nootropics digital guide. If you just want to learn everything, many Racetams, modafinil, etc., get Smarter, Better, Faster. It's like the guide you need to know if you're new to nootropics to learn basically everything and to walk away knowing what you need to know on nootropics. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. Get this stuff at livecortex.com and rock on.